decided to join me again. Today is a fun day. First of all, happy fall. I love fall. And I was feeling a little bit like cooking some breakfast today. So I decided I was going to make some breakfast. I love breakfast. One, it's the most important meal of the day, but I always seem to always miss it. So that's why I felt it was important to make a video about making breakfast. And I'm going to make something called a Tilapia Omelet. And I'm going to make pancake on the side. It's going to be a strawberry and blueberry pancake. And then also I'm going to make some stuffed plantains. And basically plantain is, majority of people that eat plantain is from an African or Caribbean. It's kind of an African Caribbean dish. But anyways, enough of me talking, because I know you don't want to hear me talk. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, go ahead and click the subscribe button. And at the end, if you like it, just, I don't mind you clicking that like button. But stay tuned. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and mix our pancake. If you want to make it off scratch, honestly, I'm a college student again. Nobody has time for that. I'm using the box pancake mix, and it's the Hungry Jack buttermilk pancake. So it already has milk and butter in it. So all you have to do is put it, measure a cup. I'm only making about 2 pancakes. So I already put it in a bowl. And you're going to just read the instructions at the back of it. It says 1¼ cups of water. So I already mixed some, and I'm just going to put a little bit more water in it. And I'm just going to go ahead and add I usually just guesstimate. And get your whisk. Gonna mix it in there. Just mix it until there's no lumpiness or anything like that. And what I'm using, I have my blueberries, and it's about maybe like 10 blueberries in here. I'm gonna put my blueberry in there. I have my chopped strawberries, and I'm gonna pour that in there. I'm gonna mix it. Oh, I can't wait to eat this. Yes! And what I'm gonna do next is, actually I'm not gonna do this because it already has butter, so we're not gonna add butter. So we're pretty much done. And I also added pure vanilla extract. I added about 2 drops of these in here. You have to be really spirited with this because a little goes a long way, just for flavor. And I'm just mixing this. Okay, so we're gonna prep the plantain. I love plantain. It's like bananas. For most of you that don't know what a plantain is, it's like a banana, but it's not. So we're gonna first peel it, and it's peeled. Look at it. So we're gonna split it in the middle, like a banana split. And we're gonna wrap it in foil like this. If you want to cover it, you can. I don't think I'm gonna cover it. I'm gonna spray it with Pam spray so it won't stick. And I already preheated the oven to 450 degrees, so it'll be warm. And I'm just gonna stick this to the oven and let it roast for about 15 minutes and check on it. If it's still not done, and then just put it back in the oven for a couple more minutes, like 5 more minutes, okay? Right now, I'm just putting little cuts in the plantain so that it can bake better and faster. So right now, we're gonna start with our tilapia, and I'm seasoning with just black pepper because it's gonna be more seasoning on the egg and stuff, so you don't wanna over season it. And I'm using 1 tilapia and I cut it in half, but you can cut it into 4 parts. I wish I did that, but I didn't, but it's fine. And right now I'm just putting it in a frying pan. It does not take that long for fish to be cooked, so just flip it after like a good 5 minutes. And that's about it. And I have my eggs here, and I'm only going to season it with Chachere seasoning. I love that seasoning, and just a little bit. I don't want to over salt it. And right now I'm just adding whatever I'm going to add to my egg. What I'm adding to it is cut onions, cut tomatoes, green bell peppers, and green onions. I have spinach on the side, but that's going to be fried on the frying pan separately.
I'm just mixing it together, and I'm gonna put about 2 spoons of olive oil in my frying pan, and I'm frying my spinach. Now it's the frozen spinach. I got it from Walmart. You can get it anywhere. And I put about 1/3 of a cup of spinach inside there, but you can put as much as you want, not too much. And I'm just drizzling my egg in it. I went in a circular motion around it, and I'm just evening it out. And the way that you're gonna know that it's cooked, is ready to flip over, is when the entire outline of the egg is white and it's like a thick white lining. But right now I'm just placing my fish inside of it. Now remember I said you could cut it into 4 parts. I feel like I should have done that because it would have been easier to flip. But I put it all in there, and as you can see around the rim is white, which means it's ready to flip. And you just take a spatula and you flip it. And you just keep pressing on it to kind of squeeze out the egg that's inside there to make sure that it's cooked thoroughly. I like to make sure my egg is cooked thoroughly and ready to go. It doesn't take that long when I flip it. It's not as pretty as the restaurant's tilapia, but hey, it's gonna have to do. And then I'm gonna put in my pancake mix. Now, little is better. I just put literally a drop from the spoon, and I wait till you see these little bubbles that you see until I flip it over. Just wait till you see the bubbles on it, meaning that it's done, and then you flip it over. And right now I'm getting ready to make my stew, my meat stew for my plantain, and I'm seasoning the meat with my Chachere seasoning. I'm not really using that much. I don't want to over salt it, and I just shake it to mix it well. Or you can use your fingers to mix it. Just get in there. And I have my pan already on the stove, and I put about 1 spoon of olive oil. I don't want to add too much oil to it. I try to cook it with as least oil as I can. And I added my freshly cut tomatoes, some freshly cut onions, and some green bell peppers. And I'm just going to let it fry for about 3 minutes. And then I'm going to use my spatula to mix it well. And I'm going to add my meat after like 5 minutes, and I'm going to mix it around, make sure that it's really mixed in with the meat, and I'm going to put a lid over it for 5 minutes. And I'm going to put it back up to mix it up again and add my seasoning, and I'm adding thyme seasoning, and I'm just sprinkling a little bit on there. I kind of guesstimate. I'm adding chili pepper for some spicy flavor for all my Africans and Caribbeans, or anybody that loves spicy food like I do. And I'm adding some Knorr seasoning, and if you have Maggi you can use that, or even if you have any type of other seasoning. I just hate using salt to cook. And then I just mix it, make sure everything is mixed well together. And after it's done, I'm going to add my tomato sauce. And I'm using kind of like a pasta tomato sauce. You can use any kind of sauce, but this is what I had at the time, so I just used that. And I'm just mixing it together. And after you mix it, you just close the lid again and let it cook for another 5 minutes. And when it's done, you place it inside the split of the plantain, and just make sure you get it in there. And afterwards, after you finish placing it in there, you put it in the oven and let it sit in the oven for another 3 to 5 minutes so everything can bake together. And that's pretty much it. That's it. It's simple, it's delicious, and I hope you enjoyed it. Here's the pancake and the omelet. I topped it up with some freshly cut strawberries and some sweet syrup. And the plantain was a nice little side to it, and it added a brunch feel, not just breakfast, but a nice little African Caribbean feel. Thank you guys so much, and catch me in my next videos. Uploads every Thursday. Love you guys.